Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that a beauty safely in the fairway to get this Sunday round started. Let's bring in Nota Begay III once more. Nota, when you were a kid with those big dreams, you're 11, 12 years old, you're on the putting green practicing all those hours. The 4-footer was for what?
Well, these 4-footers and a lot of 4-footers today are going to be for one of the biggest prizes in golf, and that's an invitation to the Masters and to the U.S. Open. And for any young golfer trying to work their way up the ladder, those are the pinnacles of achievement in our game. So a lot at stake today, a lot of pressure. Let's see how it goes.
Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And the 2 words that come to mind looking at this are straight and flat. And that's music to any golfer's ears.
Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll remain at 14 under. Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship, and Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side, but if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. He moves to 15 under. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Now, that one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. It happens. He's in that 20% category. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay at 15 under. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's the safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. So, Iona, this his second from the fairway.
We're looking at 138 yards left and the pin on the front portion.
Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But if you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. I like it. I like it a lot. He's going to love it if he can get out of here with the 3, and that's a possibility. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. A 4-footer here for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. Will certainly help the cause. Moving on to the par 4 6th hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot. 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those, and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front.
The driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is. One of the really beautiful aspects of playing links golf is you're oftentimes aiming at something so far off in the distance. Maybe it's a church steeple, or in this case, maybe it's a little left of the flag at number 11, and we're playing the 7th hole. The key, you want to avoid that shell bunker, which is short of the putting surface. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain right where he is. Arriving now at the first of only 2 par 3s at the old course, 166-yard 8th, featuring a high-lip bunker guarding the front of the green that is difficult to hold. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Now, from long range, this for birdie. Nah, that's a little timid. Maybe a shake of the head there. That needed a bit more. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll stay right where he is. Bunkers, bunkers, and more bunkers. So this hole's only 347 yards as we close out this front side with the par 4 ninth. They're called Bose's and end hole bunkers, and they're right in the middle of the fairway. So it's all about the tee shot, putting it in a good spot. If you do, you're walking out of here with a 3, or you could knock it on and maybe bump one in, putt one in for an eagle.
Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done.
Yes, a great putt there following the monster drive, and it's an eagle 2 here at the par 4. Starting off the backside here at St. Andrews with the 340-yard par 4 10th, named in honor of the great Bobby Jones, 1927 Open champion and 1930 amateur champion. Right center off the tee, ideal here. The fairway narrows around 280 yards, but the green is drivable. Oh, he's taking a big run at this.
Well, that was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back 9. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard.
Now to the par 3 11th, and Frank, what's the key here?
Well, this green is slightly elevated. Huge false front, sort of left and right of that Strath bunker. And, of course, that bunker on the hill, or should I say that bunker on the left, is called Hill. That's the famous bunker where Bobby Jones couldn't get out of it many years ago and actually ripped up his scorecard. So a good tee shot here, just find that right level where the flag is.
Okay, took on the flag there, and it's going to leave a decent look at birdie. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. That is nowhere near hard enough. That's 20 feet short. This is a 19-foot putt. Nope. Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. But fortunately, this one still well in hand.
Frank, how do you like the 12th hole here at St. Andrews?
Well, it's a beautiful par 4. You start to see the village of St. Andrews in the background, Eden Estuary to the right, and also decision time. If you're long enough, it's certainly worth having a crack at this par 4 with your tee shot. But if you're not a long hitter, then you've really got to worry about those 4 beautifully and well strategic positioned bunkers in the middle of the fairway. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
It is in the rough, but it appears to be a pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green.
This one measures out to 15 feet.
That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand.
Frank, how about the bunkers here at 13? A rather ominous sounding name.
Yeah, the coffins, and they are that for a reason. If you finish up in there, well, the best you'll probably ever do is make a bogey, unless you're an absolute genius. That'll be avoided, certainly off the tee. If you do, it's still a difficult hole. The second shot, unless you hit a perfect tee shot, will be blind.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th, getting set to play his second shot.
Well, the easy part's done. It's on the green. The hard part now is a long putt coming up.
This one computed at an even 60 feet here for birdie. Oh, how good is that? Those are the kinds of long-distance putts you'll see here in Scotland, and that was judged about as well as one can. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par.
Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your 3rd shot to 14.
And that will do just fine. Oh dear, that looks thick in there.
Oh, off the flagstick.
No problems there. That one in for a birdie.
And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shouting.
Arriving now at St. Andrews' infamous road hole, often considered the most difficult par 4 in golf. Tee shot has to fly the railway sheds and the grounds of the Old Course Hotel, landing on a narrow fairway beyond. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, you know, it's all very well having distance off the tee, but the Old Course, she's a canny old bird and she's still got a few tricks up her sleeve.
We talk so much about that dreaded long bunker shot, and that was played beautifully. I would take that any day of the week.
Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. But fortunately, this one still well in hand.
Frank, the 16th hole, there was a time in my life when I was in 4th grade, I would have really enjoyed hitting the principal's nose. But that's not a good thing here?
Well, I'd like to think you graduated past 4th grade, but and if you did, then you'd be very aware of the principal's nose. You'd hit it left, it'd be a little longer in for your second shot.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. So you see where this wound up. Just a short pitch for his second.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
Pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16.
And this one was over a while ago.
This is just a walk in the park now.
Frank, this really is an amazing hole, the road hole, 17 at the old course.
Yeah, the biggest problem really is the tee shot right in front of you. How brave are you? How much can you take it over the corner of that clubhouse? You'll see a sign in front of you, the old course hotel. Ideally, you want to take it over the U in course, and that should find the center of the fairway. You go a little further right of that, then you better hit it long.
From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
125 is the number, just a flick, and the pin on the back portion in the left-hand side of this green.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker.
Yeah, and here we are in the bunker that needs no introduction, having witnessed some of the most spectacular meltdowns in golfing history. But a calm sea never made a skilled sailor, Rich.
Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass.
Oh, that hit the flagstick.
That one finished off for bogey here at 17. But fortunately, this one still well in hand.
Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf. Frank, it doesn't look like much from the tee, but wow, when you factor in the history, it's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little road that runs across this this par 4. It's about 100 yards short of the green. It certainly comes into play when you play this hole into the breeze. But no breeze or into the breeze, you've got to worry about the out of bounds that surrounds this green all the way down the right side and beyond. And it's a wonderful little finishing hole in many ways because it tests the mere mortal and it tests the greats of the game.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by.
Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And that will go down as a final round 69.
Frank, one way to look at this is as a possible stepping stone to future greatness. It's an amateur title for our featured player, and it does include a ticket to compete in the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Huge present on the back end, that's for sure. But Rich, you and I have both had a lot of fun covering the amateur game, some of these great amateur tournaments around the world. And we see this young talent, and I mean, there's a lot of